Well, good morning. This morning our scripture is found in Psalms chapter 37, verse 4, and it goes like this. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. You know, a great pastor, George Truett, used to always say the greatest knowledge is knowing the will of God, and the greatest achievement is doing the will of God. Boy, I believe that's true. You know, we need to be focused in on the will of God, not the will of me. No, I'll mess things up. I'll have a train wreck before you know it. But if we're in God's will, everything is going to be okay. You know, there's no higher calling in life than knowing and doing the will of God. There isn't. Now, this is true in the big things, your career, decisions, and life choices, but it's also just as true in the small details as we give up our own control to the Lord. Yep, just let Him have the reins of your pony. Yes, sirree. And things just change for you if we just turn it loose and let the Lord take over. This often gets lost for so many people who believe the will of God is something we stick out because it's our duty. Well, the truth is, finding and following God's will is the only way to find real and lasting joy. Yeah, your joy bubbles just spring up. It sure does if you're in the will of God. It's our duty and privilege to delight Him. Yes, He's delighted when His children does His will. He sure is. No different than with our kids. If we tell our kids to do something, if they do it the way we told them, well, I'll tell you what, we want to buy a big red sucker, don't we? You betcha. Yeah, and God's no different. When He instructs us to do this or that, and we do it the way He tells us to, yes, He's delighted, and we will be too. So if you want to glorify God, find your satisfaction fully, not partially, but fully in Him. Yes, your life will just be so much easier. It will, if you're in the will of God. You know, experiences life's greatest joy by pursuing. And I mean going after it. Just going after it like you're hungry. Going after a biscuit. Pursue God's will for your life. Well, I hope this encourages someone today. Hey, get in the will of the Lord. Find out what His will is for your life and go for it. Go for the goal. May God richly bless you. I love you, but better yet, Jesus loves you. Yep, He died on the cross for us. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.